live. Hola, mi gente. Joe Barretto live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in beautiful Hackensack, New Jersey. How you doing, mi gente? Today, we've got the beautiful, talented, awesome Tasha from Major Chain Group in the house today. How you doing, Tasha?
What's up? Look, I'm loving that music. Got me wanting to salsa dance.
Oh, damn. She's getting ready for Puerto Rico, mi gente. Oh, man. Yo, we got Tasha, and you know this guy. We got Xavier in the house. How you doing, Xavier? Juan Meow Mix. How you doing, Juan? Chad, Mr. Money Minutes. Where pa papi? How you doing? Dr. Vinny Boombat. Bro, it's been a minute, Vinny. How you doing, papi? It's been a minute. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Hello.
Key.
Key.
Yo, should we put Key on blast right now?
What's up, Key?
So Key could have been on. Key was on 2 minutes ago, but Key is actually all right. Key is actually in a tournament, softball tournament. Won 2 games so far. Got one more that's pushed back to 8 o'clock. We want you to kick some butt, Key. Do this, baby. We gotta celebrate, mama. All right, we gotta celebrate. But Key, thank you for being here.
Softball.
That's right.
It's nice down there in Florida. I would definitely go.
Yo, see, you have a cheerleader. Yo, Tasha, you would cheerlead for her, right, Tasha?
I definitely would. Even though I'm not really into sports like that, but I still would go.
Yeah, but you got it. So look at that. You got everybody here. Johnny Jimenez, how you doing, Papi? How you doing? Thank you for being here, guys. So I want to welcome to the channel by herself for the first time, Tasha. Tasha, my love, please introduce yourself to me, gente.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tasha from the Major Change Group. It is so amazing to be here. First off, Joe, I want to say thank you. You know, we got to meet at the creator meetup, and it was so amazing. You and your sister, y'all are just so welcoming, and I really appreciate you having me on today.
Oh, my love, you kidding me? It's my pleasure. Well, I've been dying to get you on here. You know, you've got a crew. Please tell people what you talk about and what you do on your channel.
Yes. So on my channel, we talk about credit cards, budgeting, and travel. And so right now, I'm trying to do a savings challenge. So we were doing a 26-week, $5,000 savings challenge, but it hasn't really been going how I wanted because I just been doing like so much entertainment, you know, just hanging out and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be doing a video talking about where I am currently. But if you are interested in joining the savings challenge, it's never too late because, you know, right now I'm not doing as good as I want to be doing. But the thing is, you just have to start somewhere. And so if you want to join, because we're pretty much 13 weeks left until 2025. So if you are interested in joining the savings challenge, you can go over to my community tab and you can join.
Now tell them what would they need to start with? Let's say if somebody wanted to join the challenge, how much money? What are we looking at? What are we, you know?
Well, it's different every week. So, you know, like 1 week you might have to save $190, or it depends because do you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? So, or you can calculate how much it is for that 4 weeks and just save that amount. And so really there's all you have to do is go on to the community tab and you'll just see how much you have to save weekly. Also, I did a video where I had opened up I had did me a high yield savings account with Marcus with Goldman Sachs. And so I thought that was a good way to where we're saving, but, you know, just try to get a little bit extra, you know, with the interest rate. And so I think it's just a good way. And then now, since we're moving into the holiday season, you got Thanksgiving and Christmas. Really, you could just be saving for your Christmas presents and stuff.
So what I love about this, when I was a kid and you weren't born, decades before you were born, my father used to do this thing. It was like a Christmas club.
Okay.
And the banks would offer it. You started it in the new year. And then by Christmas time, you had some money saved up in an account.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what people don't realize is, I guess when you have even putting $10 a week or $20 a week, I mean, help me out here, my love. What do you think?
Yes, I say do it because that's what I'm saying. Like right now, you know, it's the $5,000 for 26 weeks. But it's just like on the same hand, everybody's savings goal and what they want to do is different. So for me, I say you could save more or you can save less. Right now, I'm saving a little bit less because I'm out there living, doing what I want, but I'm still putting something aside. And even though I'm not saving what we're supposed to be saving, I still didn't want to shy away from it and not talk about it. You see what I'm saying? And so I do have other savings because I have a certificate with Navy Federal. And so I do other things. And so the reason that this came about, because you know how you'll do your goals in the beginning of the year. So 2024, people create their goals. And then in June, I said, how is everybody doing with their goals? Are you, when you created your goals and now that we're halfway through the year, how is it going? And so I did an updated poll and I was just like, well, what things are you wanting to finish before 2024? And so I said saving, paying off debt, and people said saving. So 42% of people said that they wanted to save. So I said, you know what? I'll do a savings challenge. And, usually I would say for me, because I usually understand my spending, because one, we started in July. And so my birthday is in May. And so I'm usually always spending a lot of money. And then some kind of way in September, I don't know why I spend a lot of money in September.
It punches you in the face. September always punches me in the face with bills. I don't know why.
Right. And so it's just like, I haven't really been saving a lot, but I still been saving. So that's why I say, to me, it's just really getting us in the habit. So that's why I say, just start.
Okay. So people, do me a favor. I have Tasha's channel there listed on the ticker on the bottom. Go in there. First of all, subscribe to her channel. It's a lot of great info there. She's a blast. And then do the challenge. You still got time left in this year.
Yeah, still have time left.
Today's literally the start of the fourth quarter, right? So we still have
first day of the fourth quarter.
So let's do this,
Good. So I want to say a shout out to Rod from Point Blank Travel, and somebody had asked me a question, and so I wanted to we can chat.
Yep. Okay. Let me just hit up Dr. Vinny. I hope you're feeling better, puppy. It's been a minute and I was worried, but I'm glad you're better now. Thank God. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. Johnny Jimenez, hello, Tasha. Miguel Santiago, the puppy chulo from Palm Coast, Florida. Wepa Papa, how you doing? Big Rod in la casa. Rod, we're still working. You know what? Maybe we could do a challenge to get Rod swimming lessons so that he can learn how to swim. We're going to do that for Rod. Xavier in again hot. Mr. 1099 himself. Thank you, Xavier puppy. I love you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Xavier.
Juan Garcia. Wepa. Oh, you're in Mexico City, puppy. Way to go. Papi, I hope you're having a good time, Pa. God bless you, Juan. Hope you and the family are good. What's up? Look at this. We got try to save. Look, Xavier's good at that. Xavier's really good at that. He's going to be joining you. I swear. You're going to see that. He's going to do that. Johnny, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. The Hola Mi Gente membership. Johnny, thank you so much. Guys, if you guys want to join it, I send you the videos early. I ask you guys for opinions. I have you guys here live. It's a lot of fun, and you have access to me 24/7. Really, I'm not even kidding.
Cool.
So just come through, join. It's a blast. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we got Luke. What's going on, Luke? Luke's points and miles. Luke, I hope everything is going well, my friend. Hope the family's doing well. Please give your wife my love. She was a blast. If you think Luke is a blast, his wife Tasha, you saw her. She's a blast. Luke. You are blessed, my friend. She's so cool. God bless her. Kevin has a question. Hey, Tasha, what is your highest credit limit on one credit card right now?
So right now, I would say a two parts. So one, my highest credit limit is on my Navy Federal More Rewards card, and that's $25,000. But on my American Express Gold card, even though technically you don't have a credit limit, whenever I kind of run it to see what's my available, I think I have like 45,000 available credit limit.
Do you check it? Do you ever hit that little button to do the?
No, because I was playing around with it, and so sometimes I do, but it because it's
I'm afraid to do that.
You know what? And see, this is the thing, because that's why I did a video about it, because I know when I had first opened up the American Express Gold Card, people were stating do not, click it to see what your credit limit is, because you can end up getting a, they want to do a financial, sending your
Review.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, a financial review. I'm just like, well, on the one hand, if they want it, they can have it. And so, when I first got it, so I think I'm a year. So yes, I am now a year with my American Express. So when I first got it, I was only approved up to 15,000. And so then, you know how you go in and you kind of play around. And so I was playing around in there, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like I can check to see what my available credit limit is without actually, checking it to see, and to where I would have to get the review. And so I had put a video on my channel talking about that. And so when I did the video, I tried again. And so I want to say about 6 months ago, I tried again, and they said that I was approved for up to 45,000, but I'm not going to spend nowhere near that amount.
Yo,
I'm like, I barely spend $2,000.
Puerto Rico is on Tasha, mi gente. Next November 2025, we're just gonna, wherever Tasha goes with her gold card, we're gonna be right behind her, even if it's Dunkin' Donuts, mi gente.
Right, because I'm like, even with my Navy Federal More Rewards card, that one is 25,000 that I got approved for, but I usually don't even put, a few hundred or 1,000 on it. I don't really spend like too much, and then plus I have maybe like 2 or 3 credit cards that that's my daily drivers for the month, and so I'm not putting like a whole lot of spend.
Okay, I appreciate that. Good question. By the way, Tasha, Kevin, who asked that question, is 18 years old.
Oh, okay.
And he comes to all the lives. So I thank you, Kevin,
so
once again,
cool.
papi. Video Tech, Wepa, papi, saludos. How you doing? Christian Cruz en la casa, saludos. Everything is good, Christian. I hope you and the family are doing well. God bless you, papi. Ian, how you doing? Evening, y'all. My sister has been waiting for this for you. Hey, Lovey, that's all for you. That's all you, Tasha. She's like, how you gonna have my girl Tasha? You gotta send me the link. I said, all right. So there she goes.
So sweet. Rachel, how are you doing?
That's my girl, Rachel. Look at that. Hola, mi gente's in the blood here. John R, my son. Thank you for the super chat, papi. Click the like and subscribe, mi gente. I appreciate that. Good looking out. And look at this. Did you plan matching outfits? Right? Blue is the color. Even the mic is blue. Look at that.
You know what, Joe? I almost wore yellow, but you know what? I said, no. I am going to wear blue. And I am so glad that I did.
That's my girl. I told you blue's my favorite color. Thank you, my love. Anthony Bove is in the house. Wepa, papi, how you doing?
Hey, Anthony.
Oh, Anthony, I'm glad you're here, papi. I really do. Look at this. Everybody sending the love around. I have a question from Juan Garcia. What investment retirement would you recommend for self-employed people? Key-out plan or IRA?
Well, I'll say one, this is definitely not my expertise, because I do actually have, my regular 9 to 5, but I definitely would say a Roth IRA that could, you could start something like that. Cause I want to say that's up to what, 7,000 a year right now that you can put in, but that's not my expertise on that. I have my 401k with my job. And so do you have any
For me, and here's the thing. I work for the city of New York, and what we had was a tax deferred annuity.
Okay.
Which was pretty cool because you could put any amount of your salary up to 22% for the first 15 or 20 years. And then you could put 25 once you were going to retire.
Wow.
But and it sounds great in all, in theory, right? But real life dictates what you're going to be able to put. So for a lot of years, I only had 3 to 5% of my salary going in.
Yeah, because I think, because I would say most of the time, because I think I'm up to about 4 or 5%. But I'm telling you, my dad, he always talking to me about this, and he says that I should, increase it. And so I'm definitely looking into that. My dad, he gets on to me.
My dad would be like this every year. Did you change the allotment? I'm like, oh God. So I think I went from 3 to 5 And then when I was retiring 3 years before I retired, I bumped it up to 12 or 15%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to kind of get, and which is smart
Yes.
because what happens is money you don't see, you don't spend.
Yep, you saying it
So
right there.
right, and you don't see it at the beginning. So I knew my bills were going to be paid with the money that I saw,
Yeah.
not the what ifs in the background.
Right. And
So
so especially somebody like who was that you
Juan.
said? Juan, especially with him, let's say him being 18.
Oh no,
I
that's
would
Kevin. Kevin
oh
is 18. Yeah, yeah.
Kevin, he's 18. You know, I would definitely suggest doing the Roth IRA, and then especially if he's working, whatever 401k or something that they're doing, I think that would be really good.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Tasha. My sister says she's great to see us here together. It's been a minute. We've been trying this. And again, this is, and I'm not, guys, you already know she's wearing the blue. She had me at hello with the southern twang there that she's got going. When we were in NOLA, it was a movie because we had so much fun.
We did. We had a lot of great fun. That's what I was saying. I was just like, you and your sister, Key, Chad, Sledge, everybody. Xavier. I got to meet Xavier, so that was pretty cool. And we had breakfast. And look, I was tearing it up in breakfast too. What?
I'm not going to mention breakfast, but breakfast was a movie, guys. Breakfast has so much going on, and it was this small little place, but the food was fantastic.
It was amazing.
We were just full. Like I think we just went straight to dinner after that because I couldn't eat. So oh my God, Juan. Chad says here, Juan, depending on how much you want to make, a kiosk would suit you better as the contribution limits are higher than a Roth. That would help if you're a high earner. So Chad, Mr. Money Minutes in the clutch because I had no idea. I'm not going to fake it. Thank you. Juan says, thank you for answering my question. This is for a family member who's a chiropractor and starting her financial journey.
Wow. Yes.
Kiki, how many bank accounts do each have? I'm wondering how I can start to keep it simple. My credit card collection is next. How many bank accounts do you have, my love?
You know what? I have 2. And they're both at credit union. So I have the Navy Federal credit union. So I have a checking account, savings account. I have a what else do I have? I have a checking account, savings account, and then I have my certificate with them. But then here in Nashville, Tennessee, we have another credit union. So I have a checking account and a savings account with them. And then I have a savings account with Marcus of Goldman Sachs. So I have one with him as well. Yep.
I have a municipal credit union in New York that I had with my job. I have TD Bank. Citibank is my oldest. I got that as when I was 18 and applying for a student loan. So I have Citibank almost 40 years. I have a Chase account, a Capital One account, and a SoFi account.
Ooh, okay.
But not a lot in it. Just to put money in. Yeah, just to put money in and kind of diversify. Oh, and I also have one, which was actually a really good pickup. And that's a Charles Schwab. They called it about a year or two ago. They had this offer where they sold you a slice of a pie, which was like a piece of a stock for $50. I literally put 50. It's at 375 right now.
Whoa.
Imagine that. So I let it rock. I just let it sit there, but those are things that I have just to kind of have them. Yeah. My father always taught me it's better to have money in different places and diversified than in one if something goes wrong. Yeah. So, but here I have Texas dog.
I had Bank of America probably 14 or 15 years, and then they closed it. They closed. I had 2 credit cards with them, and they closed one, and I probably had a 15,000 credit limit on that one, and then I had another one that was probably 15. So I had 30,000 in credit limits with them, and they closed one card because I used my cards differently, and so. Like one time I really kind of used it for the house. And so I had to get a HVAC unit for the house one year. And so I had used the money. I had took some money off of the Bank of America credit card. And And so then after I paid it off, I really wasn't using the card. And so it was probably like months to where I wasn't using it, wasn't reporting anything. And then next thing you know, they just closed it. And I really thought that something had happened and I had got it like a phishing email. Well, I thought something had happened, like what's really going on? Because I didn't get an email. And then so I called them and they was like, yep, they closed it. And so then they finally sent me a letter in the mail and said, due to, not using it. And so I guess I didn't learn my lesson 100% because then they closed the other card. And so I had been with them for probably over 14, 15 years. And I had those credit cards for that long too. So once they did that, I got so mad, I closed my checking account. And because I was just like, I've been with you guys for all this time. And then you're just gonna, especially since I didn't have a balance on it. But it's just like, on the one hand, from a business aspect, I kind of understand it a little bit. But from a customer point of view, especially since I had been with them for so long, I was just upset.
No, and I don't blame you. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If that was the case for me, I would have done the same thing. I get petty. So, and actually my sister who's here still, I call her, she's like the president of McPetty because God almighty, she's just.
And now, so I'll have to tell you later about American Express. So that's how petty I can get.
And we're gonna jump into that. We had an answer here from Texas Dog. Texas Dog, thank you for being here. SEP IRA allows up to 25% up to $66,000 total annual contribution. That's a lot. Yeah, that's great. I appreciate that.
Wow, that's good.
Texas Dog, thank you for that. Chad, the administrative costs and overhead are higher, but your mileage may vary. John remembers that restaurant because we ate well that day.
That was
good. And then Xavier's funny. He goes, I learned all of Joe's private information. Yeah, because I gave everything.
Oh, that was funny.
Even my social security. You got to laugh, right? David Williams. RJ has 150 bank accounts, but that's RJ Financial. RJ, because RJ goes bank hunting. RJ, he opens up accounts. Think about it. To make his goal of $5,000 to $10,000 a year in bank bonuses, and then he invests that money. So that's why. So he'll apply, like he says, if it's $1, I'm apply for it. Really David Williams, you're not kidding. God bless you, David. Thank you for being here.
That's amazing. I know somebody had asked me about that before on my channel, and I was like, I love the chase bonuses with credit cards, but I'm just like, with the checking accounts, like you really have to be organized with that, in my opinion. And so it's just like, but what, 10,000 for the whole year? Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to second.
Yo, RJ is amazing. I joined his channel, his membership, because honestly, I learned so much. I'm really not into the bank bonus game, but he has that on Smash, and the people he has on that Discord are amazing. So those of you out there, check out RJ Financial as well.
Okay,
that he is one cool dude. We got to meet him in NOLA. What you see on YouTube,
chat with him, but I did see him. But I really,
because he's kind of to himself. He was only he did like a hit and run. He got there Saturday afternoon and left Sunday morning. But what you see there, that man, God bless him. I love him. He was so down to earth and so cool. So I really do learn a lot from him. So you guys out there that want to know more about bank bonuses, that's the man you can go check out. Kevin here says he needs help going to Vietnam in a few months or next summer. What should he do in Vietnam? I don't need to pay for a hotel because he has family there in Saigon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've never traveled to Vietnam. If there's anybody here, and sometimes we do have people here in the chat that do travel internationally like that, if you guys can help me out to help Kevin, I would appreciate that. Call me. Lonnie's in the house. Huh?
I was saying, hey, Lonnie.
Yeah, okay. Hey, look at that. Lonnie made it through, because for Lonnie, it's dinner time, I guess, over there now. John has 10 bank accounts. Dad needs to have me on again to talk about why I have 10 accounts. Absolutely.
Yes,
you got
that
it.
would be good.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what I would say in regards to, because it sounds like with Kevin, he's wanting to buy a plane ticket. And so, I just posted a video recently stating that for 2025, I want to use all points for travel. And so possibly, I'm not for sure what credit cards he's looking into, but depending on when he's going to be thinking about going, to visit, does he have enough time to open up a credit card, and then which credit card would be best for him to get so that he can, be able to purchase it, with his points.
That's a great, Kevin, if you could let us know, Papi, because I know you're still there. I swear, Kevin is the coolest. I gotta have him on because Kevin is just fire. Micah Green, Capital One just let me change my old Walmart card. That's right, because they cut him off
Oh, hey,
from
Michael.
Quicksilver to a Saver one. Yo, that's good to know, though. I never knew that, Micah. Thank you for that they're allowing people to do that. I know some people were concerned about having the Walmart card being clipped, but if you're able to product change to a Saver one, which to me, even though I don't have it, Saver one is a great card, you know. So, and yes, Juan, being petty can be fun. I get it. Kevin says here he's been with Wells Fargo since high school. It's his only account right now. I was 15 years old when I opened it. Kevin, I swear you're everybody wants a kid like you. God bless
Right.
you, kid, because that is amazing.
Yeah.
But Kevin, I would then tell you honestly, if you do have a Wells Fargo account, you should look into the Wells Fargo autograph card. No annual fee.
Yeah.
You get
Start
good
with
multipliers across the board, and you have transfer partners for international flights.
Ooh. Can
And
we pull that up?
yeah, and
Let
he
me
could also go up to then the autograph journey, which would give you better multipliers on flights and hotels. But as a catch-all, and for you, no annual fee, Kevin, my Wells Fargo autograph card is straight up fire. So
Mm.
I would tell you, really look into that one, puppy. You have a history with them, they'll have no problem giving you a card.
Especially after 3 years.
Yep. Now we're gonna jump into Tasha has an issue with Amex, but before we go into the issue with Amex with Tasha, one Amex topic I wanted to bring up because a friend of mine from my old job literally texted me this afternoon. He goes, Joe, what happened with the green card? I said, what happened with the green card? He's like, the lounge buddy passes are going away, right? So I said, okay. I call Amex like I do. I just call, and they were like, "Well, the Lounge Buddy app was canceled back, was deactivated in July. They're stopping the Lounge Buddy Pass access in January. I think January 13th to be exact. So if you have the green card, they're getting rid of the Lounge Buddy Pass." And then I asked him, are they product changing to something different? Are they going to allow a different type of pass, companion pass to get in, a one-shot deal pass, whatever? He says it's too early to speculate, but because it's really becoming their travel card, those were his words. The Amex Green is becoming Amex's travel card. He expects there to be some sort of lounge access so that you could try it, because then the hope is that then you move up the scale and get the platinum. So I'm sharing that with you guys because I got that today off bat. So, I wanted to share that with you.
Well, let me ask you this before you,
Mhm.
because with the green card, and I know that sometimes that they'll say that that's, considered a travel card, especially since they have the clear, and then you even have some lounge access as
The
well,
Lounge
right?
Buddy, right? That's why they gave you two pass, really $100 worth, which is about two passes that you got.
Right. But you get, well, right now you can earn 40,000 points, and it only has $150 annual fee, but it's 3 times the points on dining, right?
Yep, and 3 times on every form of travel,
And then
which
three
is
times on
great.
every form of travel. Hmm.
That's why, to me, when I cut off the gold card, the green card has actually earned me more points in the same amount of time than the gold
Really?
card did for me.
You think so?
100, because I wasn't able to utilize the 4 times for supermarkets with the gold because I do a lot of shopping at Costco
Oh,
and at
wow.
Target, right? So that doesn't count there. So
Ooh.
what I use for my food shopping is the Strata Premier. That card on its own is fire. 3 times dining, 3 times. It's like the Saver one. 3 times in supermarkets and grocery stores. You also get 3 times gas, 3 times travel, 3 times EV charging. There's a lot there. I know.
Because I looked at that green card, but but I'll say this because I know y'all, y'all really like those lounges, and I'll say I haven't been in a lounge. I
Okay,
don't.
But let's be fair. And I love you, Tasha. But what time, if your flight leaves at 5, my love,
Oh
what time
God.
do you get to the airport?
Well, listen, I'll tell you.
Don't even come with that. Well, listen.
Listen. For the, let me tell you, I almost missed my flight for
Of
the.
course.
I almost missed my flight because I had got off from work early, and then I do have pre-check. So I have pre-check. So now I'm just like, okay, let me get there maybe like an hour before, 45 to an hour. But then they had sent a message saying, like, in my area in Nashville at the airport, they're doing all this construction. So they're talking about get there early. Well, why did I not for the Uber? I really should have went ahead and scheduled it. And they was just like, it was gonna take 20 minutes. Do you know that I had to cancel it, do another, cancel it? I was like, oh my God, I really started sweating. I was like, I'm gonna have to go and knock on one of my neighbor's doors to be like, can somebody take me to the airport? I'm really about to miss this flight.
So, Tasha,
so it was hilarious.
And that's a beautiful, heartwarming story, Tasha. But that right there explains why you don't go to lounges, because you don't get there early enough.
But you know what? But sometimes, so I'll say, like, before I would get there 2 hours, but now that I have the TSA pre-check, and then I say for Nashville, I feel like overall our airport is pretty quick, because I would say some of those airports, because New Orleans, they had the clear line you got through like in 2 seconds.
That was me.
But the TSA pre-check, it was like 40 minutes.
Yep.
I
had one person in front of me in clear in New Orleans. The line was out the door for everybody else. Look, Juan Meow, does Juan live with you? Does Juan live with you? 4:30 because of pre-check. Now I want to thank Matt. Matt, thank you so much. He makes a good point here about the autograph and active cash. It's a good domestic pairing. The foreign transaction fee hurts. I forgot about that. You're right, Matt. Thank you. So for Kevin, if he's going to use it internationally, the foreign transaction fees are going to kick him in the head. That's money. Mm-hmm. So Kevin, that's something you have to take into consideration. I want to thank Joe. Joe, thank you so much, who's on the other side of the globe right now. Thank you for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you, Joe. That's the love we get here, Tasha. You could see that. Thank you. Kevin says he doesn't have a job because he has health issues, not sure what to do next in life. Kevin, my money's on you, puppy. All our money's on you, Kevin.
Yeah.
You will figure this out.
Yeah, start where you can.
That's it.
Yeah, just start where you can, because it really kind of goes back to what I was talking about with the savings challenge. Yes, it's a savings challenge to save $5,000 within the 26 weeks. But the thing is, you start where you are. So it might not be 5,000. It could just be, 500. You want to try to start with a smaller goal and then meet your way up to something higher. And so it doesn't even necessarily have to be 500, but it's just like whatever goals that you want to do, kind of break it out into smaller goals and then revise it as necessary.
Kevin, we have your back here, puppy. We hope that things get better. If you have any questions or anything, puppy, we're here for you. You know that, So thank you, Kevin. Xavier is a bigger fan of City these days, looking for the new card. That's the Strata Elite coming out in a couple of months.
For City.
For City, yeah. And that's the one I'm kind of waiting for, too. I'm waiting for the City Strata Elite or the Wells Fargo Autograph Beyond, which will be their elite cards. Kevin, typical family. Mine, too. 2 to 3 hours before the flight.
3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Let me ask you this. But it's just like, on the one hand, I can't say for all of the airports, but I think most of the airports are a little bit more up to date to where even in the regular city areas, it's not that bad, So
Tasha, I love you.
I'm saying.
Tasha, I love you. With all due respect, Tasha. Luke, are you still here? Adam and his kids are there coughing on you, eating tuna fish next to you, taking off their sneakers and putting their nasty feet on the chairs next to you. Tasha, when you could walk into a lounge and like the angels sing, and then the bar is there and there's food over there, and you have a seat that you could plug in and put your feet up. There's a difference, Tasha. Get to the airport earlier, my love. All right, come on, cut that, cut that.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Matt clarified that autograph has no foreign transaction fees.
Hmm.
Phil says, to me, the lounge access is vital because all my flights from these small airports have long layovers. That's so true.
Ooh. Oh my
So
goodness.
true. And look at it. John is like, give me all the food and beverages at the lounge. Wepa, how you doing? Look at that. My brother John, what's going on? Now we have QC man who's always in the house.
I know on that CP
Oh
time.
my God. Look what QC. Can you read that for me, Tasha? Because I think it's long.
Yes. No, he said being black too. I operate on that CP time for a lot of things. I know, but not for air travel. No. You gotta get to the airport early. Thank you so much. Yes, I know. I was like, I'm telling you, I literally started sweating to where I was just, and see, the thing is, it was during the day. Everybody is at work. Who's gonna take me to the airport? I literally barely got to the airport. I was sweating. I was just like, I really messed up this time.
Tasha. My father, you look, I'm not even gassing it. I swear to God, and my sister, if she's still here, she could tell you. I worked for 34 years in New York City. More than 20 of them was driving from Jersey to New York.
Mhm.
I was never late once in
Wow.
34 years. Never. I would get to work 2 hours before work started. When I have a flight at 12,
oh my goodness.
I swear to God, 2 hours. I would leave here because of the bridge. I would leave here at 5:45, get to work by 6:15. I didn't start till 8:30. It was still dark out. Like literally, my principal gave me the key to the building because I was there before the custodian opened the building. Yeah. So when I'm going to the airport, if I know there's a cool lounge, I want to get there early and chill. Because what happens is lately, and this is the benefit, if you're already in the lounge and the big board says there's a delay on that flight, you don't have to go to the gate. You can stand right there.
What? I will say, especially for New Orleans, like that would have been great because this is the thing. I probably got to the airport in New Orleans. I was like, dang, I was gonna miss my flight coming to New Orleans, and then I'm gonna miss my flight going back home from New Orleans. But then once I finally got through, then they pushed the flight, and it would have been great to be in the lounge then because I probably had to wait maybe like 2 hours, and then it was like, everybody was around. So I will say at that point it wasn't as comfortable. But normally, like for me, I'll have my Fitbit, but I done broke 2 Fitbits, y'all. So that's a whole nother story. So it's like usually I'll be trying to get my steps in. I'll go get me something to eat and stuff like that. So it's like usually I'm not really sitting down. I'm trying to get my steps in, So
oh my God, I can't with you. I can't. But that's why, and here comes a shameless plug, because I know people are gonna wonder. I always carry in my beautiful Ekster wallet in desert red, or in Wepa red as we call it, because Tasha, you may not know, but this is a retired wallet, an Ekster in Barretto Brown, to match the Barretto Brown paneling behind me. That's what they called it. All right. So in my Ekster wallet, which is beautiful, by the way, I always make sure, and I did this in New Orleans, they had a priority pass lounge that Brady and Alexander, who were the 2 young guys that went on a trip, had texted the group and said, there's a waiting list to get in, right? I said, wait a minute. I also had the United card. So I had a United flight. I used the United lounge, which was straight up fire. So I always try to make sure I have the cards that I'm going to use on the trip.
How many cards? You taking about 15 cards?
So I take about 12. So depending, I had, like, if I'm using JetBlue, I'll carry the JetBlue card. If I'm using United, I carry United. Things like that. Always, the platinum always goes with me no matter what. So I prepared because I don't want to sit at the airport lounge. I hate that. I actually did a live from the airport lounge that day. So that was really cool. Micah Green says, Capital One gave me a choice between Venture One, and Savor. Wow. You know what? Okay, Micah, people might wonder why you didn't take the Venture cards, but I'm going to be honest with you. They're big points earners, the Savor One.
I hear the Savor One is actually a really good card.
That's a smart move, Micah. Good job. I can't get any card with Capital One. They won't give it to
Oh,
me. So.
don't get me started on Capital One either. But I guess some of it is, kind of my fault. But he said, "Oh, what did he say?"
Who?
Kevin.
He has 10,000 in his account where he saves his money. See, Kevin is a smart kid.
No, that's good. But I will say, because I was reading an article, and this happened to me one time, where people will have more than, let's say, 3,000, 5,000, or 10,000 in their checking account. But how much is that checking account earning?
Nothing.
And so
0.01 cent.
Yeah, and so that's why, I would say I'm more so of a proponent for it. So I ended up doing the certificate, and then now I said, well, you know what? Let me try the high yield savings, but then too, because I know Chad will say, what about some stocks and things like that, but still have like some savings that you can get to, but then how can you get that money to earn money?
So Chad, I love that you brought that up. Chad mentioned to me a couple of months ago, I canceled a Robinhood Gold account I opened, right? I was enamored by the gold card. It looked pretty. I said, I want to get on the waiting list. And I opened up an account. Then I realized that it's really a great account for those that want to invest, those that want to move money around, those that want high yield savings, those that want to do stocks. And that I don't know how to do that. I know my strengths and my weakness. I'm not of that life. But if you really want a credit card that then will help you easily roll into that, Robinhood Gold is a good place to start because it is kind of easy. The app is easy. And actually, one of my problems was it was too easy for me that I could have just hit buy and hit this and hit that. And I would have been pulling my hair because I wouldn't have known what I was really doing. But I default to Chad with this 100.
I know, because Chad said poor people like high yield savings accounts, and I was like, Chad,
wow, Chad said that. Ouch. Oh my God.
You know what? That's why I say start where you can, do what you can, and then just do more. Once you learn more, then you do more. But
my sister's just she loves you, but she says that's not her life. She gets there early. Just saying. Just saying, Tasha. And here's my man. It's Lazy. Late to the party. What's up? You are never late, Papa. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. He was a movie last week. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. Bucks, thoughts. Tasha, how was the concert?
Oh, look, let me tell you right quick. So I went to a concert on Sunday. So I went to see Maxwell. So that's my favorite singer ever. And we have this
woman's work, Maxwell?
Yes. So this is probably like my fifth time seeing them. And the concert was amazing. I had great seats and I did meet and greet. So I actually got to meet. Well, technically, this is my second time meeting Maxwell because when I went to the concert in 2022, but it was even though I got to talk to him, I didn't get to meet him. I didn't get to shake his hand or anything, but I got to speak with him. And so I said, well, do that really count? And so then the concert came. And so I pretty much every time he comes here, except for the one time I went to this concert. So I got me tickets and all that kind of stuff. So I got meet and greet. So I actually got to meet Maxwell. We shook hands, we spoke, and I got to take a picture. So I was just like, and then the concert was amazing. Yes, had Jasmine Sullivan, October London, and it was like I was probably like in the second row. I was in the second row, and so it was great.
I'm happy for you, my love. That's cool. Look, people, this is what I love, that people remember what we, that's fire. I appreciate that.
So thank you for asking. It was amazing. I got me some t-shirts because I love going to concerts. And I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. And so we have concerts that come in, but we also have like smaller venues. And so at the City Winery, they're going to have some really cool acts. And so I'm just like, man, that's why I can't save no money, y'all, because I be trying to go to all the concerts and stuff.
Really? So that's what you're going to push now, not saving money after you just preached. Really, Tasha? Come on, Tasha.
I know, but see, that's why I just tell the truth. I didn't want to shy away from it, by saying, and not really talk about the savings challenge. I just be honest and say, well, This how much I've been able to save because I've been out here, having a good time.
God, I love you. You just made my day. Luis, hola, mi gente, papi. Thank you. Luis is another one. Luis is always here, Tasha. Guys, check out Tasha's channel. I'm going to put Tasha and hit the like and subscribe, mi gente, because we should have a number of people doing that. All right, let's do this. Hold on. Let me get Tasha's channel right there. So please, mi gente, do that. Hit the like and subscribe. Wait, I have somebody here making comments about firing shots.
Chad. I know. Because look, Chad said I'm down to 12. Because it's just like y'all carrying all them credit cards, y'all back pocket so heavy carrying all them credit cards with you.
Damn. All right. Well, and let me see here. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up here.
I know.
Okay. Right? Oh, wait. You have a comment on your Fitbit. Not lying. All through New Orleans, you were counting your steps.
I know. That's right. It was so funny because we had went out the one time and I was trying to be cute. And I said, well, this Fitbit is not going to match my dress. And so I said, I'm not going to wear my Fitbit. Y'all, we was doing all kind of walking. I bet I probably did 15,000 steps a day. And then I didn't even have my Fitbit on. And I'm like, do it count if you don't have your Fitbit on?
It does. I was there as a witness. I saw them because I walk with you. Look at this. So stop firing shots at poor Chad. All right. Chad, I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't know this was going to be violent. You know,
you got to ask the chat. Like when you go out of town, how many credit cards do you take? So Chad, right now, he out of town. He got 12 credit cards. And Joe talking about he got 15 credit cards. Why are y'all carrying all them credit cards in your wallet?
You know why? Because honestly, especially if I haven't been to a place, I might have in my head, okay, I'm going to use the Amex for this, but then if they don't take it, I have a backup, right? So I'll have the Sapphire or Preferred or the Autograph or the City Strata or whatever, that's why. So, but that's why, Oh, man, Micah's a boss with Capital One. Micah, add me on as an authorized user, Papa. I appreciate that. Good looking out. Oh, Joe's back from Vietnam and China trip this week ahead of Helene. Helene. Oh, man. Oof. Well, I'm glad you made it back safely. Yes. God bless you. I'm really happy. Well, QC Man said you had a great time at the concert.
Yes, I did.
Well, Rod says he uses all his cash cards earnings to buy stocks and crypto.
Yeah, y'all have to go out and check his channel because he even has a channel where he talks about this kind of stuff as well.
Now, Rod, we want to know. Actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Rod. Off camera, Tasha was talking some stuff. Actually, her and Key, they were on real quick together. And they were wondering, why don't you start a swimming channel so that you could show people how it is to swim?
But listen. I can't, you know what? It's so funny.
What, Tasha?
It's so funny though. I love to do all the water sports, but I can't really swim that good myself. I can't swim, really. But I go kayaking. I love, when I'm out, I'll be at the beach, I'll be in the water, but I can't swim.
Well, this is a question I don't know if you've ever been asked.
You know what? Rod asked me this question, and so I've had my YouTube channel for 5 years, and I was going through so many different channel names, and I came up on the Major Change group, and I really feel like the main reason I picked the Major Change group because what I was saying before I had like a little tagline, Major Change group where small changes can create big results. And so that's kind of what we've been talking about with Kevin. It's just like you just make small. The thing is, you have to make that step. You have to make that change. And then those small changes can really make a huge difference. And so really that's how I came up with the channel name.
That's a great name, because it does inspire. It does give you that feeling of, that something positive is going to come out of it.
Yeah. And that's what I need to, because it's like, I used to say that little tagline all the time when I would start my videos. And then how you'll do little things and you'll try to, just get straight to it. And so I don't say it as much. And so you know what, I might start saying it again. But I know in like all of my older videos, I would just always say that.
Well, now you have two things here from Xavier. He says we easily walked 4
Oh
miles a
yeah, we
day.
definitely
Easily.
easily walk over 4+ miles a day.
And he doesn't carry no more than 3 or 4 cards.
Exactly. I can do that too, Xavier, taking 15 credit cards.
But Filmo's saying his credit cards deserve a vacation.
He's taking out his credit cards too.
And then Rod says he takes a 5% cash back that he earns in a City Custom Cash and Discover and turns it into 20% return on interest. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, I tried to do that once. Okay, and this is where it goes off the rails.
Yo, wait, we have a special chat. Rod, I want to thank John for Rod's swimming journey. Super chat. That'll get Rod, what, 30 seconds of lessons?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is this? I buy VTI anytime I have $280 to spare. LOL. What's VTI?
Have to see what ticker that's for.
VTI. Let me know what that is, David, please. Oh, wait. Sledge is in La Casa. How you doing, Papi? Sledge, mister, do your research. You know what Sledge did to me today? Sledge hurt my feelings. So I have a video that I gave to the members first. It drops this weekend for everybody else. And I mentioned that I'm getting my Christmas tree decorated, right? And they're charging me $1,000. And he goes, do your research. How much lighting that Christmas tree is gonna cost you?
No, but you know what?
I was crying. I didn't do my research.
You didn't even think about that. Yeah, gotta. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I never thought of that, but you're so right. So David said it's Vanguard total stock market. Okay. Thank you. David, I appreciate that, puppy. See, we got a lot of information here. Rod is saying the swimming channel would go viral. He'll do 15 strokes and go 2 feet. Yo, I love you, Rod. Rod, I got to tell you straight up here, last week, my brother, I was crying. I finished, when I got off the live, I couldn't stop laughing. You were just the man. I thank you, your girlfriend. Rod, thank you so much. Now, I got to jump onto this because Tasha hasn't had dinner and she's hungry, right? And then she's gonna pass out in 7 minutes.
We can go through the comments and do just like a quick.
So we caught up to the comments, but I want you to talk about that issue with Amex.
Yes, we can. I want to let me see. I think that there was a comment in here. Hold on. I wanted to David, because he said that Marcus has a 13-month 4.4. Yeah. Okay. And so I definitely would say go check that out. And if you're interested in getting a Marcus account, send me a message on my Instagram, because I have a because I think you can get an extra point. So instead of it being 4.4, it could be 5.4 for 3 months. Interest.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. And of course, we always go on these tangents. People poo-poo CDs because they're saying you have to lock up your money, right? But for me, a 3-month CD, a 13-month CD, big deal.
Yeah, I think it was. And see, this is the thing. And because I know that, like, to me, I feel like you do whatever vehicle, because it's just like, to me, I think it would be better to do the CD than to have it just sitting in the regular savings account and not earning. So it's just like, if people, they'll have 3, 4, 5, 10,000 just sitting in the checking account and it's not earning any money for a year. So what would be wrong with doing a CD or something like that? Or, I think it's levels to it. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, with the the ETF that he sent, do that, do stocks, but start where you can. So it's just like, so that's what I was talking about. Even with the savings challenge, why just have the money sitting in an account? Why can't I put it in the high yield savings and earn a little bit on it. And then, because see, this is my second year doing a CD, because I did the first CD for 15 months and I'm doing another CD for 12 months. Now, I will say, to me, there's pros and cons to it. So I'm not necessarily totally against not doing the CD, but on the same hand, if the money is just going to sit there, it's just like, to me, it's out of sight, out of mind. I'm not even thinking about it. And then I'm just, earning the money. So I feel like I will do the CD. This is my second year doing the CD, and, I actually like it.
Okay, but Tasha, you're 25, right? When did you start this credit journey?
Probably, you know what? So
when you were 5, when you were 5, 6 years old?
When I was 5 years old, I would say I've always been one to, budget in things. And so I originally, because see, even when talking about my channel, when I first was gonna start a channel, I didn't even know what I wanted to start it on. It's like, at first I wanted to start it on about talking about food, because I love to eat out, spending money going to eat out. And then I said, well, I was teaching Zumba at the time. And so I was like, ooh, I could teach Zumba. But then also I like to talk about budgeting. So I always thought that I would talk about budgeting. You know how on the weekends you would be in the library talking about budgeting? And so I thought I would do it there. And so then I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to create a YouTube channel. And so I created a YouTube channel, and I was talking about how can you get your credit, because I think credit is very important. And then I was talking about travel. And so, that's kind of how I got started. And I would say, for me, I didn't always do it right, because when I was in college, I was getting all those store credit cards. I had Zelles, I had Limited, I had JC Penney's, I had Sears, I had, you name it, I had it. And then I had credit card debt, and then I would pay all the credit card debt off, and then I would, rack it up again. But it's like now, probably for the last maybe 6 years or even more, like I don't pay interest on credit cards. That's why I think it's important to budget your money. So I do a budget, or however you want to say, allocating, the money. And I use my credit cards for all of the spending that I can. And that's mostly for everything except for, maybe like 2 or 3 things. But I use my credit cards for everything. And then I pay the credit card off every month. So I don't pay interest on credit cards, because I want to be able to get all those points. Because, I want to take a trip using all the points next year. And so I want to use the points. But for me, I say, if I'm using the points, but then if I'm paying interest, then really you're breaking even. You're not really gaining anything. So to me, I don't think that it's a reason to pay interest on credit cards, because it's too much. The interest is too high these days.
Now, which card are you looking for next to make that dream trip of yours come?
Well, for me, I kind of like to chase the high bonuses. And so, but I will say, I have 14 credit cards, if I'm not making a mistake. But I feel like I have all the good credit cards. So I'm just like, I don't know what credit card that I can get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh my God. On the front end, I had all these good credit cards, because on the one hand, I am not getting that platinum card, because you will not catch me paying those $695 for no annual fee. It just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even, now that the American Express done went up to $325.
I can't entice you.
You cannot entice me to get no $695. But I will say, on the one hand, I actually like the platinum card, but it's just like, it's something in my mind that makes me, $695 annual fee. I'm just like, I don't know.
What about a Capital One Venture X for $395?
Well, let me tell you. So what had happened with Capital One, because I don't have any Capital One credit cards. And I was like, you know what? I think that I want to try to open up me a Capital One card. So I was thinking about not the Venture X, but just the Venture. So the one that had, I want to say, the $95 annual fee. So I said, you know what? Well, normally even though I have been denied for one credit card, and that was the Chase IHG Premier, but I was able to get a reconsideration. So technically, any credit card that I apply for, I never get denied. And I feel like the only reason I had got denied for that card, because I probably had opened up 3 cards around the same time, so that's probably why that I had got denied. And so I'm just like, I just apply for cards. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna check to see if I get pre-qualified. Why they pre-qualify me for the Quicksilver and the Saber one? I was like, I don't want no Quicksilver
For
and no
good
Saber.
credit, for like credit, right? Not even like the excellent credit. Yeah.
My credit was great. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, but
like,
they don't give it to you.
yeah, so then they trying to so then they are going to, so I was just like, you know what? Even though I didn't pre-qualify for it, I'm still gonna try to apply my bright idea. So I applied for the venture and they denied me.
Oof.
They denied me, but they denied me, but they had approved me for a downgraded version of it and approved me for 3,000. I said, no, you're not about to force me to try to open up this card and not give me what I want. But on the back end, I had to take the hit for the
3 hits. Yep.
I took a hit, to where now I have the inquiry. And so I'm just like, I was just kicking myself for that. But I was just like, on the one hand, because the thing is, since I didn't pre-qualify, I should have not done it anyway. But I was like, I'm gonna try anyway.
You're gonna shoot
like,
your shot. You're gonna shoot
I'm
your
gonna shoot
shot.
my shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Well, I guess you have a history.
They shot me down, but then they had still approved me, but for something I didn't want. But I'm just like, you're not about to give me something that I don't want. And so I said no.
Yeah. Well, you have a history, it seems, because QC Man is saying, what convinced you to get annual fee credit cards? You always used to get no annual fee cards.
I know, and see, that's the thing. So I'll say, because like Rod, and then I would say debt-free dad, because it's just like, the thing is, when they had that American Express Gold Card for that 90K membership reward points, you talking my language when you saying 90, 150, 170,000 points. I might could do a year one and then possibly a year two. So you had my attention. So really, that's what got me into doing it, because I'm just like, and then I do like the fact that it has 4 times the points for dining, because I love to eat out. So it's just like, it's like a no-brainer, and I feel like I will be able to earn a lot of points. But it's just like, on the one hand, I just feel like my spending for the American Express Gold Card is just too low, and it's just like, I think, but I still like it. So for year 2, I didn't close it. it, and I let them charge me another $250. So that's why I couldn't save, because they charged me $250 for the, and I could have saved that $250.
How much money do you spend in annual fees on your cards?
So I think I'm up to $611, and so that's high. To me,
high?
That's high, because this is the thing. I'm usually a no to low annual fee. So usually $99 is my cap. But then the thing is, I applied for that American Express Surpass, and then I'm just so upset about that, because there I go chasing a bonus, and so they had 170 or 175,000 bonus, and so I tried to get it the year before, but I got the pop-up, and so then I was just like, okay, no problem. I said, when they come around again, if they have 175,000, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that card. And so I said, but you know what? I'm gonna make sure when I apply, let me look and make sure to see if I get the pop-up. And so on that day, I had applied for 2 credit cards in one day. So I had applied for the American Express Surpass, and then I had applied for the City Advantage Platinum. And see, the Surpass has $150 annual fee, and then the Platinum is waived for the first year, but then it has $150 annual fee. So I'm just like, woo, that's crazy. But I did it. And so I got approved for both of them. So then I probably spent $7,000 spend on the Surpass, when really it was only a $4,000. And then the Platinum, it had I want to say, did it have a $3,000 spend? So I got my spend on that one. So then once I got my spend on the Platinum, and then they gave me my points, and I'm like, dang, why haven't I got my points for the Surpass? It's because I would check where my points at, because I was like, I'm gonna get them points. And then I never got the points. So I finally called them up. Amex, what's going on? Why ain't got my points yet? You ain't getting your points. And I was just like, oh my God. You talking about petty? I was so mad that I did not get those points that I said, I'm going to close all my American Express. I'm going to close the gold. I'm going to close the everyday. I might even close my business card, and I'm going to close the surpass because I am so upset because to me, that was not right.
Now, so tell the people, did Amex do right by you?
No, they did not do right by me. And so since they did not do right by me, I was going to close all of the cards because I did not care.
So then what happened, my love?
Hold on.
You got your water? That's water, people. There's nothing else. It's not vodka.
See, I'm getting hot. I'm getting upset.
No, oh my God. I can't.
Hold on 1 second.
You are too funny. Well, while Tasha's getting her breath, I want to say hello to Caesar. Papa, how you doing? How's it going? Texas Dog says Snocks. That's funny. Schwab Treasury Obligations Money Fund current 7-day yield is 4.53. Thank you for that info. I appreciate that. John is saying you're going to the Maldives. Tariq Flex Gains late. No comment. I love you, Tariq. How you doing, Papi? Thank you for being here. MP, how you doing? Wepa, thank you for being here.
Hey,
as
MP.
always. Yeah,
What's
MP
up,
is
Caesar?
always here. Look at that. Caesar's in La Casa. Filmo. Filmo's gonna add me as an authorized user, by the way. Mi gente, my sister, mi gente watching. How about hitting that like and subscribe? Thank you, Rachel. I love you,
Yes,
Rachel.
yes.
Look, getting called out. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Capital One has more tricks than Batman's belt. Absolutely. Yo, I'm telling you, they're oh, look, John went Spanish. Capital One is basura. That's trash. Trash. Yo, and MP, I'm glad you brought this up. So there's been an issue. Last Thursday, I was bananas, and at 10:30 at night, I went live for like 2 hours on Amex canceling the Everyday and the Everyday Preferred card and Cash Magnet because Sledge had mentioned it to me and Key. But Amex also has the Blue Cash Preferred cards, which kind of overlap, and I'm wondering why. If that's why Amex decided to pull the rug out from the Everyday, even though a lot of people have the Everyday cards.
Yeah, I have the Everyday.
You know, and you could still use it. I wanted people to understand that it's not like you can't use it. It's that they're not accepting new applications.
Ooh, but I'm just like, on the one hand, I don't know, because when I was on Rod's channel, I didn't have any American Express cards. I'm like, they ain't gonna have no American Express cards. And so I did do the pre-qualification because I was like, well, let me see what cards. And so he was telling me about the Everyday card. But see, I really wanted the Everyday Preferred, but I didn't get approved for that one. And so I said, you know what? Since I did not get approved for that one, I was just like, well, I'm not going to play around. So I said, I'll just get why didn't I use it on the other one? So I said, I'm not going to play around. And so I just got the Everyday because especially since it didn't have an annual fee. And then I want to say at the time it had a pretty good membership reward points and it had probably a 2,000 or 3,000 minimum spend. So that wasn't bad. So it's just like to get me in the ecosystem of American Express, I'll do that. But it's just like on the one hand, that card is a grocery card and I don't really, now I go to the grocery store, but when I open the card, I eat out all the time. So it's just like, how would that card even benefit me? And then two, having to get the 20 swipes, just having to count that. And so,
So Juan must have missed it. So so you applied and got approved for the card, if I'm not mistaken, for the Surpass. You didn't get a pop-up window. And they still didn't give you points, right?
They still didn't give me points. And so basically when I called them, they really didn't give me a reason, but they said I had a year prior, I had got the gold. You got to think I had the gold and the Everyday card. And he said he was just like, well, I guess because I had applied for the gold and the Everyday card, but he didn't really say, but he was just like, that's probably, I guess that might be the reason. But to me, they didn't give me a definitive answer as to why.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. The only way
Yeah.
I could see where they wouldn't give you points is if you did an upgrade knowing full well that you were just upgrading, right? And there's no sign up bonus.
No,
Because
I
like
didn't
I
do
got
it.
an offer now to go get the Aspire, but for no points. And for me, it
Ooh,
doesn't make sense when right now they kind of nerfed the Aspire card where you still can get your $200 property credit twice a year, but they keep limiting the number of resorts that you could use it at. So I don't know if I'm gonna go that route right now.
yeah, because see, and plus that one has a
550.
550. Yeah. And see, that's what I was saying. You know what MP was saying with the even the everyday premiere, that one has it's for groceries. And I'm just like, the everyday is really not gonna be my card, but since it didn't have an annual fee and I was going to be getting in the ecosystem, really that's why I had applied for it. But now I go to the grocery store because I'm trying to do better now, and I'm cooking more at the house. So
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't want anybody to get jealous by this that's listening, but Key and I got special invitations from Tasha that we're gonna go down to Nashville and she's gonna cook these special dinners and stuff because she wants to use her cards and show us her culinary skills now. Am I correct on that one, Tosh?
yes, well, most definitely, because especially when you come here, but really, if you come to Nashville, that's why I be, because we have so many amazing restaurants here. Because we got barbecue, we got chicken, everything, and so
Well, you got
I,
people fighting for you here. Juan Meow makes that girl call back and get them. That
yeah,
that's not a good
really,
answer.
yeah. No, I had even filed a complaint, because I was like, well, that's not right, because I was like, well, I'm gonna cancel the card because I'm just like, since I didn't know, and you really couldn't give me a definite answer, and then two, if it had a pop up, since I got the pop up the first time, I was really being careful to see if a pop up came, and since the pop up didn't come, now if something would have told me, then I would have been like, okay, I know, and I'm gonna be applying for it at my own risk. But it's like, to forego 175,000 membership reward points, I would never do that.
And remember when we spoke off camera, I told you that I think about a year ago when they started doing the pop-up stuff, I just automatically now, and this is a good thing for you guys to do out there if you apply to so many cards like we do. Once you get approved online, call them immediately and see what was the offer that you got approved for. I also take screenshots of the welcome page. When I take a screenshot before I apply to show them the offer, and after I apply and got approved. And then I call the line and I ask them, what do you see on your end? Especially at the
last. I should have.
No, but you know what, my love? You only learn from
you.
No, but you learn, I did that last year because especially with Amex, with their charge cards, that you can get different offers depending on where you're looking, right? So if it's Resi, you get an offer. If it's their website, you get an offer. If it's incognito, you get an offer. So now I want to be sure. So I call. And I did that with the platinum card I just got, the business platinum, because it's 250,000 points. Ooh, I'd be pissed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'd be pissed if they were only going to give me 175 instead of 250. So she says, no, you're authorized for 250. The other thing that Amex does, and they're slick, and you guys should really take note of this. They don't give you a way for you to check how much money you need to finish to spend to get your points on any of their cards. Citibank does it. Wells does it. Chase does it. This American Express, you have to guess. So I go on chats and I'm like, how much do I have left to spend, so that I have a screenshot of it so that I can say, look, by this date, I have to spend this much to get my points.
Sledge. Now look, Sledge gonna say, we still Sledge. We gonna talk about this. We gonna be talking about this next year, because for them not to give me my 175,000 points, I'm never gonna not talk about it.
Yo, Phil Mo is gonna meet you in Memphis. Phil Mo says he's going to go to Memphis this weekend.
Yes, I will deliver to you, Phil Mo.
See, Phil. Phil, I'm telling you, finger licking good, Phil. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sledge, leave her alone, Sledge. Leave her alone. She's
Sledge.
hungry. She's hungry.
Yeah, because now I'm getting hangry, Sledge.
No. So before we go, because I promised her 8 o'clock and it's now 8:15. Tasha, is there anything you like to say, my love? Anything you want to promote? Anything you're talking about in your channel? What's going on in the world of Tasha?
Yes. Well, first I want to say thank you so much for letting me come on your channel. Really, if I had already eaten, I probably could go another hour because we're just chit-chatting and having a great time. And I'll have to say your subscribers are the best because, they just ask questions and all that kind of stuff. So technically, I probably could hang with you about 2 or 3 hours the next time. But thank you so much for having me here. And I appreciate, all of your subscribers. And and if you want, you can come over to my channel. I'm the Major Change Group. And really on my channel, we talk about credit cards, savings, budgeting. And I do talk about travel, and then sometimes I sprinkle a little other stuff because, like I was talking about going to the concert because I was so excited about it. And so, really, I talk about the credit cards, kind of really from my point of view. But really, what I'm talking about now is really trying to see if I can maybe do 3 or 4 domestic trips using points only for 2025. And so what I'm wanting to do is see about opening up some new credit cards, plus thinking about the credit cards that I have now. How can I make that happen? And is it insane? Because on the one hand, I feel like it's kind of insane, especially since I'm kind of running dry on points right now. So we'll have to see. So overall, I'm just so happy, to be here with you guys. And I thank you so much for being on the live.
Thank you, Tasha. It was a pleasure. It was such a blast meeting you in New Orleans. That trip was just amazing. A lot of the guys that are here now, do you have content creators and subscribers were there? They could testify. We had a blast. It was a great coming together of the community.
And I can't wait, Caesar. Oh my gosh. I'm telling my sister, like, can we fast forward to November of next year?
But you need to do one thing before you're actually invited to go on the trip. And you got away with it today. If you think I was going to let you get away. Before we came on live, mi gente, Tasha said, are you going to make me say wepa today? And I was like, no, my love, because you said it once. I'm going to give you credit for that one. But so we're going to let her go. We're going to let her slide today. But for Puerto Rico, you got to get that wepa on point because,
okay.
And this is Rachel's, my sister Rachel's husband, my favorite brother-in-law in the world, Carlos Alberto. Thank you, Papi. How you doing, Papa? So Puerto Rico will be fire, and your wepa has to be on point. I'm going to hold you to another standard there, okay? We got a deal, Tasha? We got a deal?
Okay.
All right. This is my first wepa-free live. Like, I didn't do a wepa. Like, it's crazy.
Can we do the whisper challenge?
Wow, look, even Chad said, I need a wepa. She's had too many passes. You're not feeling. See, people are putting the pressure on you. Oh, wait, this is funny. Can you beat Calvin's wepa score? Calvin from 850 got a 0.65.
Oh my gosh. No, see that's the whole point. That's why I said, because it's just like y'all putting the pressure on me. And so it's like, I don't know.
You could do more than 0.65, Tasha. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
On, y'all put me I have faith in you, Tasha. I have faith in you.
Look, he said, don't let her off the hook.
Wow, come on. You see, bring that southern draw, wepa. Tasha, come on, Tasha.
No, because
we could do it together.
No. You close this out. You close this out with it. But I promise.
Yo, this is the best line ever. Look at Chad's message. Nah, you can't pretty your way out of this one.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Oh, look at this. Goodness. Yo, even Tariq, wepa is a requirement. Man, they're coming in.
Oh my God. See, y'all got my face turning red. Oh my God.
Come on, Tasha. You could do a small wepa.
I said I can do the whisper challenge, and I can
So
say
do.
it
Oh, you know what?
low.
Fair enough. Do a
Oh, look,
low.
see, Xavier, he got my back. He said, "Don't let y'all bully me. Y'all bullying me."
How about if you just do a southern drawl, low whisper wepa?
No, because see, y'all are going to they said we need a major change to the weather policy. Y'all are not right. See, y'all, see, that's what I'm saying. You put me on the spot.
I didn't. That was the public did that.
My cheeks are hurting. My cheeks are hurting.
So you know what, people? We're gonna give her the one and only wepa pass. I apologize, mi gente. I really do. But we can't let this one go without a wepa. I'm gonna give you one. All right.
Okay.
All right. This is for Tasha for being a good sport. All right. And actually, before you talked about a concert, and I mentioned a couple of weeks ago with Wells Fargo having like they're doing a lot of events now that you can only get tickets through them. Maluma, my sister, my brother-in-law went, and my boy Ralphie, and they saw him at the Palladium in a small venue, and they were right. They could see the sweat fly off the guy.
What?
And the only way in was to get the tickets through Wells Fargo. So don't let those benefits go unused, guys. Wow. Even though you're not getting points, it's not only about the points and this and that or the redemption, but there's benefits that a lot of these cards have behind the scenes that it's important to look at. So so Tariq says you need to do 2 when you come back on. Wow. Rope her in. Wow. I can't do that. That's bullying. I'm not a bully. All right, ready? So, mi gente, this is gonna be the wepa for the night, and then I'm gonna say my goodbyes. But next week, I forgot to mention, next Tuesday, it's a plug for me. It's 2 days before my 58th birthday.
Aww.
And we're gonna have a party here. We're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have beverages of our choice. We're going to have a lot of things going on. It's going to be a blast. So next Tuesday, 7 p.m., look out for it. Put it on your calendar. I need you guys to be here. My sister, I love her because she just told me that, and I couldn't. Look, I didn't see my Mets, who haven't been in a playoff game, to be here tonight. My Mets won. Yes, my Mets won. I know you're not into sports, Tasha, but the Mets never win. So, Chad, this is for you. We ready? I am getting soft sledge. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Tasha, you better bring it, mama. You better bring it. Woo. So, mi gente, you could be anywhere else. You chose to be here with Tasha and me. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. More than anything else, like we always end, we thank you for giving us the privilege of your time. Honestly, this is a pleasure. It is an honor. Xavier says we ain't going to stop until YouTube shuts down the stream. I love it. Thank you, Juan, for the birthday shout out. If I was paying for this, I would feel cheated. Wow, people are going in on you.
Dang, Joe, your audience. Come on, y'all.
Yo, Joe, Tasha needs to sing happy birthday for you for avoiding the wepa.
Oh, wow. That's even worse.
Wow.
Come on.
So next week, you're going to sing happy birthday, Tash? Is that what we're going to do?
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, I did go up an octave. Juan, you're not kidding. My throat is still jacked from last week. But again, mi gente, thank you, Tasha. Go eat some dinner. What's for dinner, Tasha?
You know what? I'm going to make this chicken dish. It's like a pasta dish. Yeah, that's what I'm going to make. For y'all.
You said give us a way for y'all.
For y'all.
I freaking can't. I can't. I love them.
Cold-blooded.
Yo, it's like not even behind your back. It's like in your face. It's brutal. You guys are the best. thank you so much for the super
Y'all are
chat.
the best. And thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Xavier, Johnny, for becoming a new member. John, Xavier again. Joe, thank you, Joe. I'm glad you're back home safely. John,
Yes.
thank you. Rod, thank you for being you, Rod, because you're a black Rod. And is Chad still cutting on you? What is Chad doing to you? Chad is good. Chad is good. I love you, Tasha. God bless you, my love.
Thank you.
Mi gente, until next time, next week, special, we're going to have a blast. Trust me, we might get demonetized.
Not being demonetized. No.
That's it. I love you, Mama. Thank you for being here, sweetheart.
You.
God bless you, sweetheart. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Have a good one, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Yo, they will